Welcome into the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Today's show is presented by Manscaped. It's a new year, but it should also be a new you. Get the Lawnmower 4.0 and all of their men's grooming products. Stay clean downstairs. Trust me on that one. Manscaped.com, promo code Chiefs. That is promo code Chiefs. That'll get you 20% off and free shipping at checkout. So go check out Manscaped, all their products. We'll tell you a little bit more about them a little bit later on in the show. Okay, it's that time of year where, Chiefs getting ready for the playoffs, but it's kind of an annual tradition at this point. Will Eric Bieniemy get a head coaching job? That's where we're going to start here on today's show. He is actually the betting favorite to land the Minnesota Vikings job. Now, that should be said with a grain of salt. I think betting odds for, which team is going to land which coach, honestly, are kind of a scam for these sports books to make money off you. Not that they always are, but for those specific bets, I mean, it's way too early in the process to say, Bieniemy to Minnesota, I'll put my money down now. It's going to happen. Way too early, but I do think him to Minnesota makes sense based on the talent they have. Also, he is set to interview with Denver. Now, it does sound like Denver is leaning toward Dan Quinn, but again, it's early. We'll see what happens. Will 2022 finally be the year Eric Bieniemy gets a head coaching job? We'll wait to find out. Like I've said the past couple of years, he deserves an opportunity. I know way back, many years ago, there were some off-the-field concerns with him, but I think for the most part that stuff's been put to bed. He's been by Andy Reid's side for years now. Andy Reid, year in and year out, continues to endorse him, not only as an assistant coach on his staff, but as a head coaching candidate. He says, look, this guy is as good as it gets. He would be a fantastic head coach if an NFL franchise gave him an opportunity. And here we are again in, early mid-January of a football season, waiting to find out if he will get to lead a franchise in 2022. Here are the openings as of now. The Houston Texans could become open, but as of now, there are 7. The Chicago Bears, don't think they'll go that route. They went Matt Nagy, who, of course, came from Kansas City. Don't think they'll do that again. Denver Broncos, again, he's interviewing there. Jacksonville, I think that would be a good fit. Haven't heard much connection there up to this point. Las Vegas, obviously, they're waiting to decide if they're going to do a full search because obviously they made the playoffs with interim coach Rich Bisaccia, so we'll see if that emerges as a possibility for EB. The Miami Dolphins, Minnesota, again, the betting odds favorite to land Bieniemy, and then for Bieniemy to be their coach, and then also the New York Giants after they fired Joe Judge on Tuesday. So 7 openings so far, so you would think Bieniemy should be in the mix for some of those. We'll have to see how it all plays out, but once again, I think he deserves a shot. Will Eric Bieniemy be a head coach next season? I want to know from you guys. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's video. So if you think he will be, type Y for yes. If you think nah, no chance, type your in for no. If you get hit with that YouTube ad break, scroll on down, reply to the pinned comment. Once you do, come back up. The video will be back and playing. Will Eric Bieniemy be a head coach this next season? All right, let's talk a little bit about the playoffs here. Ben Roethlisberger had his midweek press conference just about an hour ago and made some interesting comments, basically saying, quote, we don't have a chance. We'll have an expanded quote for you guys in just a moment, but he kind of came out and was like, yeah, let's just have a good time. Obviously, Pittsburgh snuck into the playoffs. Many believe this is the final ride for Big Ben. He hasn't literally said that. He said probably this will be his final season, but we all saw his final home game at Heinz Field a couple of weeks ago. I think this is the end of the road for him. Obviously, he's happy to be in the playoffs and give it another shot, but it was very interesting to see him say this during his press conference, considering the competitor he is. Quote, we're probably 20-point underdogs. It's actually 13. And we're going to be the number one we're going to the number one team. I know they're not the number one seed, but they've won the AFC the past 2 years. Arguably the best team in football. We don't have a chance. So let's just go in and have fun. I just don't really believe this. He's going to play thinking he can win this game. Now, Big Ben, while he's an extreme competitor, he's also a bit realistic. He knows they're big underdogs. He knows that it will take quite an effort to win this game. But you're telling me a guy that's going into the Hall of Fame is going to look his teammates in the eye and say, we don't have a shot. Let's just have fun. I don't believe it, man. I do not believe it. Now, I don't think they have much of a shot, but anybody has a chance once you get into the playoffs, especially a guy like Ben Roethlisberger who has won a bunch of playoff games. Now, if recent history suggests anything, it's going to be an uphill battle. The Chiefs beat the Steelers 36-10 just a few weeks ago, and that game was 30-0 at halftime. I mean, this is a good matchup for Kansas City and a bad matchup for Pittsburgh. So if he's being truthful, I don't really understand it, but I guess I get it because he's not wrong, because I think this will be a blowout, but I just don't think he's going to actually have that mindset when things kick off on Sunday night. So do you believe him? Do you believe Ben Roethlisberger when he says, we don't have a chance? Type B for believe, type D for don't. I just refuse to, because he's been too successful. He has too many skins on the wall to actually believe what he says when he said that. Maybe he's trying to catch the Chiefs off balance and hope that they'll come out sleepwalking, which I don't believe will happen. All right, today's show presented by Manscaped. Like we said, the Lawnmower 4.0 is a fantastic ball hair trimmer, and you can get 20% off and free shipping with our promo code Chiefs when you go to manscaped.com. You check out this lawnmower. It's fantastic. They call it a lawnmower because it's going to clean things up rather nicely downstairs. You don't want to get frisky with your significant other, and then you know the clothes start to come off, but then she's like, whoa, what is that? You don't want that. Trust me on that one. 20% off. You get that price reduction there. Free shipping. Go check it out. They also have a ton of other products as well. Nose hair and hair trimmer. They got body wash, shampoo. They've really expanded their products over there at Manscaped. Proud sponsor of the Chiefs Report. We appreciate their love and support. Go check them out today. It's manscaped.com. Promo code Chiefs. All right, let's talk a little bit more injury stuff for Kansas City. Are the Chiefs injury-free? It appears so. It appears that the Chiefs are going to be full throttle. Andy Reid said everybody practiced today. Sounds like everybody's ready to go. And hey, it's nice to be healthy for the playoffs, isn't it? Because this is the time where you want all your soldiers to be ready to go to battle. These are the three guys that had been a little bit banged up. Tyreek Hill. I said heel because he's been dealing with the heel issue that he suffered before with that Week 18 game against the Broncos. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, sore collarbone. Sounds like he got back after it in practice. Darrel Williams, the toe injury as well. We'll talk about the two running backs because I think it's a fair debate on who should start. Obviously, having a healthy Tyreek Hill, it's big, right? I mean, that's obviously a significant deal if he's out there. And even if he's not 100%, 90%, 85%, that's still a big-time playmaker. Even if it's not as critical against Pittsburgh, just moving forward throughout the playoffs, it'll be big to have him out there. So that is obviously a good sign. We'll talk about the running backs in a moment, but subscribe and join us. Mark your calendars for a Chiefs versus Steelers watch party. We will be live for Sunday Night Football of the Wild Card Round, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central. Kickoff starting 15 minutes later at 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern. Come check us out. Subscribe. Turn on that notification bell as well because it'll send you a reminder. Hey, we're going live in 30 minutes. Then it'll send you another one saying the Chiefs Report is live for Chiefs versus Steelers. We'll have fun. We'll have a live scoreboard. I'll be doing play-by-play. We'll be drinking some shots, some beers. It'll be a good time. So come hang out for some playoff football. All right, back to the running backs. I think if both are ready to go, Darrel Williams should start. Over 1,000 scrimmage yards this year. He has earned the right to start this playoff game, both as a runner and as a receiver. Now, that doesn't mean Clyde Edwards-Helaire shouldn't have a role in the offense and shouldn't get some touches if he's healthy, but Darrel Williams has done his part to deserve this opportunity. I think he should be the starter at running back for Kansas City. It's a really big deal for him to get 1,000 scrimmage yards this year. This guy was fighting for roster spots year in and year out, and now he's gotten to this point. I think he should start in this game. But either way, nice to get some reinforcements back, fully healthy. No one's fully healthy this time of year, but Chiefs got a lot of guys ready to go for this matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Being injury-free is great, man. It's really, really good. And according to Andy Reid, according to the practice notes, guys are ready to go here about 4 days before kickoff. So I, for one, cannot wait for this matchup. All right, predict the score. Chiefs, Steelers, Sunday Night Football wild card round. Let us know who you think is going to win and what the final score is going to be in this matchup. I have not really shifted my prediction since we did our preview video. I'll stick to Chiefs 31-17. I think it'll be a little closer than it was back in Week 16. It's the playoffs. Things get a little tighter on that front, but I still think Kansas City rolls. I think it's a bad matchup for Big Ben and the Steelers, and it's probably the final game of Ben Roethlisberger's career. So Chiefs win at 31-17. We'll have a couple mailbag videos between now and kickoff, so check those out, and we'll see you soon here on the Chiefs Report.